Hey gang, Steve here again at the Illinois recording studio. Man, I got a fun kit here. Premier drums. I gotta tell you, I played several different Premier kits, and some of this stuff, they're just amazingly good. And this kit, it's a very, very cool kit for a number of different reasons. Okay, so what we got in front of us here is an 8x12, two 14x14s, a 12x18, not 14x18, 12x18, and a 5.5x14 snare. And this is their parallel mechanism snare. Now, there's some cool things about this kit that I'm going to tell you about. Well, one of them is this particular sparkle finish at this point in time when Premier was being built, I don't believe this was a standard color. I think what you're looking at here is a gold sparkle that has faded somewhat over time. On the batter hoop here on the bass drum, there is a replacement inlay because the original inlay was gone. So I'll give you a little backstory on this kit, though, before I play it. This kit came to me from Charlie Persip. Okay, so who's Charlie Persip? P-E-R-S-I-P. Charlie Persip was a great jazz drummer, especially through the 50s and the 60s. Played with Dizzy Gillespie's band. And the guy was really phenomenally good. Really quick right foot. That guy was phenomenal. Great player. Anyhow, he usually used a setup with two floor toms, and he was a Gretsch artist for many, many years. Went over to Premier later on, and this particular kit is a kit that he had in his home studio in New York City. When I opened my shop in 2008 in New York, Charlie was still alive and actually was still teaching quite a bit. And this particular kit was in his studio. So what we did, we made a Craviato kit for Charlie. And Charlie's passed now, but during that period of time, he had a Craviato kit that we built for him. And he gave me this kit in exchange. Now, the snare drum was not with the kit. I'll explain that in a minute. So what he gave me was the 12, the two 14s, and the 12x18. Now, when we got this from Charlie, there were no bottom heads on any of the toms and no front head on the bass drum because that's just how he had these set up in his studio, and he didn't have them. So I had the kit for quite a long period of time, never did anything with it. Was going to finish completing it, of course, and never did. Projects never get done. Buddy of mine in town here really loved the kit and bought it from me, and he went about finding the proper correct pieces for it. Then he played the kit for a while, so he finished it out. We got the bottom rims, the correct hoops, everything else. Went to another, he sold it to another friend of mine here in town who also loved it and played it and was able to find, incredibly enough, the matching 5.5x14 snare. Now, this was not Charlie's snare, but it's an absolute perfect match, and he had to get this snare from somebody overseas. So now what you've got complete here is the 12, two 14s, the 12x18, and the matching snare. It's incredible. The bass drum batter head is still the same head that Charlie had on it when he was playing the drums in his home studio. I've got a picture of the set in his studio. And it's a calfskin batter head, so we just left that on there. The rest of the heads are what my guys had on it when I took it back in from them. So, long story short, my friend in town wasn't using the kit anymore, so I bought it back. It's a remarkably great sounding kit. I haven't decided if I'm going to put it up for sale yet. I might, but I wanted you to see the video and hear the video anyway. These drums are superbly made. Premier always did a great job with the chrome plating. The chrome plating was always superb. Their rims have this beautiful, elegant profile. I always love them. These are slotted tension rods. So if you don't have a slotted drum key, put a screwdriver in your drum bag. Works just as well. So I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to play on the kit a little bit just for fun, but it's a cool one to have, and of course goes back to a great player who did play with Dizzy Gillespie, Charlie Persip. So let's just let you have it, a sound file on it here. So here we go.